So this is a practice problem about simple friction, and then the question is, the largest flowers in the world are the Rafflesia arnoldii, found in Malaysia. A single flower is almost a meter across and has a mass of up to 11 kilograms. Suppose you cut off a single flower and drag it along the flat ground. If the coefficient of kinetic friction between the flower and the ground is 0.39, what is the magnitude of the frictional force that must be overcome? So we're finding the kinetic friction force, and then these are the equations that we're going to need to use in order to find the final answer. So the definition of the force of friction is force of friction equals the friction constant times the normal force. And then this is kind of elaborated on over here with the normal force minus the force of gravity equals 0, which means that the force of gravity equals the normal force. And this is because there's no vertical acceleration, because this is not on an inclined plane. You're dragging it along the flat ground. And then this can be further simplified because f of n equals f of g, and f of g equals mass times gravity, which is the definition of the force of gravity. You can take this equation and for the normal force plug in mass times gravity to give you this, which is the force of friction equals the coefficient of friction times mass times gravity. So that's how we're going to find our final answer. And so we're just going to take all the values from up here and plug them into this equation over here. So it's going to be the force of friction equals 0.39 times 11 kilograms times 9.8 or 9.81 newtons per kilogram, which is going to yield 42 newtons, which is our final answer and the force of friction.